Good morning, my dear CMA family. I stand before you today. I am filled with immense gratitude and yet a profound sense of responsibility. See, the experiences we have in our life begin to frame our outlook, and my journey with the Club Management Association of America has been no exception. But before I begin, I want to recognize our peers from across the country who have operated through unimaginable times of crisis with dignity, graciousness, and a steady hand that makes us all proud to be in the field of club management. Your efforts will never go unnoticed. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to the leaders and my predecessors before me. I vividly remember a time when the BMI programs and the Club Foundation were in their infancy. These visionaries laid the groundwork for what has become the cornerstone of our professional development. Their foresight and dedication have been instrumental in my own success and providing opportunities to assist and build all of our skill sets. I want to thank this board who's sitting in front of me for your confidence in me as we work through this coming year. To my beloved Pittsburgh chapter, I appreciate your support, as well as my peers I encountered in my time in Cleveland and Florida. To my friends who at a minute notice have always been there for me. I'll name a few, but there's hundreds that have been so helpful to me. Alex, John, Dewey, Mark, Rob, Mitchell, Joe, Janine, Michael, and Kim, and the many others who have just helped shape my career. See, at Sinclair Country Club, I am surrounded by a membership, a board of governors, and a staff that has given me this opportunity to serve our association. Their support continues to be a motivating factor for me, and I'll always be grateful for them for this opportunity in my career and continue to do my best to represent their distinguished clubs. I'm very honored today to have in our presence our club president, Mr. Pat McShane, and his wife, Inga, our past president, Mr. Kevin Kane, my incredible team, Alicia White, our controller, Wendy Lykowski, our membership director, Eric Matakowski, our golf course superintendent, and his wife, Kara, Jay Mall, our head golf professional, and his wife, Kim, Carl Gertner, our assistant general manager, and Jake Shaw, our food and beverage manager. And now that I'm thinking about it, who's at work? I'm a little worried here. On a personal note, as I mentioned in my video, I always have the deepest gratitude for my family. See, my grandparents came to this country with a vision and a dream for my family, and they have left us a legacy of sacrifice and determination. I'm a beneficiary of their vision and their unwavering support of my incredible immediate family. To my parents, Evelino and Bertha, and my mother-in-law, Marge, who are looking down from the heavens, I know with great pride. To my brothers, Pat, Henry, and Joe, especially Pat, what an incredible mentor you have been. His beautiful wife, Marie, my sister-in-law, Rachel, and my brother-in-law, Brian, my wonderful nephews, Nicholas, chairman of the Club Foundation these last 3 years, John Anthony, my niece Jacqueline, and Peyton. And believe it or not, there are more LaRoccas who have not made it here today. However, most importantly, I have two wonderful women in my life. My daughter has been part of this journey her entire life, and she is in her career as a director of member engagement at the Beach Point Club in Mamaroneck, New York. I am so proud of her success in her career path, but more importantly, I'm so proud of my daughter as a woman she has become. I'm also thrilled to welcome her husband of 2 weeks with us today, Matthew. Now, in true LaRocca fashion, my daughter married a club manager's son. John and Marina's oldest boy, who John and Marina Suma are with us today, oldest boy is now, I'm so proud to call him our son-in-law. In 1986, I joined CMAA, and certainly after I married Christine in 87. This journey has been shared with an incredible partner. I'm so grateful for her unwavering support and love. Christine and Alexandria, you are simply the best. I have been blessed to share this life with you. You are definitely the rock in LaRocca. CMAA has grown tremendously and continues to be the leader in the hospitality industry. We have an incredible staff led by our CMA CEO, Jeff Morgan, and a dedicated group of professionals like yourselves and volunteers. Now, as we approach our centennial, I want to ask you to reflect on what our story will be as we look to the future of our industry. What are we going to tell others about this amazing career we're all in? I'm inviting you all to be part of this story as we move forward. See, we're surrounded by a diverse network of friends and peers who lead this private club industry. It is my hope that you find the same personal satisfaction with your family, your friends, as you do in your professional life. We are all in the hospitality industry, and we all understand these are not Monday through Friday jobs. However, we must lead our clubs with a servant's heart while also teaching the value of a well-rounded career. We know that achieving this harmony is possible, and everyone benefits when we do. So I ask you all to be vulnerable, listen to those who you work with, and continue this dialogue about our great industry. We want those entering our industry to hear a story and be inspired to join us. What once might have seemed daunting to our peers can now be seen as invigorating and rewarding. But for this to happen, I need each of you to continue to volunteer, just as our predecessors did before us, to be part of an evolving story. See, each chair has had a vision they want to champion. I'm going to recite two who I've worked very close with. Joe Mendez did a tremendous job last year in leading us through a path to be aware of our mental health and our overall well-being, and deserves our congratulations. Mike, yes. Michael Seabrook reminded us with globes of our global responsibility and what leadership he showed to all of us as we rallied for Michael in his thought of us having global responsibilities. But this year, my year, as this song by Eminem says, you have this one opportunity. And going forward, I would like us to continue to evolve our story and begin to begin the groundwork for our centennial celebration. So, in Pittsburgh, you might have seen these things. They're called terrible towels. Now, these terrible towels show what enthusiasm the fan base of the Pittsburgh Steelers or other sports teams have, what the fan base of Pittsburgh means, what those teams mean to them, undying enthusiasm for their teams. Now, I know this because it's been witnessed here. I share a love of another team, not the Pittsburgh Steelers. But that does not change what I see when you see across the country, wherever you travel. If you go to any stadium, the Pittsburgh Steelers are represented. So I'm going to ask you to represent us. And I'm going to ask my friends of the Pittsburgh chapter here to kind of show everybody what that enthusiasm means. You got a minute to show me how the Pittsburgh enthusiasm means? So you will see these towels. These towels are to remind us that we have an evolving story. And I ask this towel to be the reminder of that evolving story. And so let's choose to honor that evolving story as we move through this year. I want to be the first to start the story of CMAA as we head into the centennial. Each of us as a club manager, as a club professional, we have the ability to affect a person's life every day. And we choose to honor that and make it the most positive influence for them. I look forward this next year to hear all your responses as we build this story to launch our association into the next 100 years. Will you join me, teach, mentor, and advocate this new story as we use these towels as our reminder? I am so honored and proud to serve as your chair. Our story needs to be told so that we will continue to be the hallmark of excellence in the field of hospitality. I thank you for your trust and support. Together, let's continue to build the bright future of CMAA and the hospitality industry. Thank you so much.